Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. Now this is the Sprint version. It's available for pre-order right now. First, let's talk about the price. Now if you're buying this from Sprint off contract, you got two choices. You got a 32 gig version and you got a 64 gig version. Both available in two colors, gold or black sapphire. Now, if you want the 32 gig version, that's going to run you $790 plus tax, plus shipping and handling. You're looking at around $900. If you want the 64 gig version, that's going to run you $888 plus tax, plus shipping and handling. You're looking at almost $1,000. So if you're buying these off contract, I highly recommend buying that equipment protection plan, because if you lose this, you're going to be hurting. Now, y'all know I hate talking about specs. But since this is an unboxing video, let's just take it to the back of the box and go through the main specs that you need to know. Now this phone is 4G LTE capable. If you live in a Sprint Spark neighborhood, you're going to have Spark activation. This phone features a 64-bit octa-core processor, which is 2.1 gigahertz and 1.5 gigahertz. This phone has 4 gigs of RAM. You got a 5.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display. You got a 16 megapixel camera in the rear with optical image stabilization. You got a 5 megapixel camera in the front. This phone features wireless charging, sold separately. Has Samsung Knox protected. 32 gig memory, also available in 64. Now, if you went to Samsung website a couple of days ago, they had a mistake saying that they had a 128 gig version. They took that down now. So right now they only got 32 gig and 64 gig. Hopefully in the future they'll come out with the 128 gig, but right now you only got two choices. Now this phone is Samsung Pay ready. I don't know if Samsung Pay is up and running yet, but the phone is Samsung Pay ready. And it's featuring Android operating system. Now, presentation. Just like all of the other latest Samsung phones, real nice and smooth, classy, real simple. Let me grab the little unboxing knife. Y'all know, shout out to the little unboxing knife. We always gotta shout him out. Make him feel special. Okay. Live videos, y'all. No editing allowed. Y'all know how we doing it. Rah. Okay. Now I cut through the box a little bit. So much for the box collection. Typical Samsung presentation. Here's your S6 Edge Plus. Get a little warning sticker. File it to the side. And of course, the usual books and shit, which I'm not going to open. No need to. My advice, when you buy new phones, if you don't plan on keeping them and you plan on getting, upgrading phones all the time and you want to sell them on Craigslist or eBay, leave this stuff just like this. You're not going to read the book anyway. Leave it like this. Okay? You got your SIM ejection tool. Leave that in there if you don't need it. You got your fast charge adapter right here, adaptive fast charge. Okay. Now, another set of free Samsung headphones. When I say free, of course, these are included with the price, almost $1,000 if you're getting the 64 gig version. So they're not really free, but they're included. Okay. Now, if somebody goes out and buys off contract a S6 Edge Plus for almost $1,000, that's the least thing you could get is a nice pair of free headphones and in a nice little package now. Okay, now I know a lot of people are going to say they copy an Apple on this, but I told y'all before, I want every company to copy from each other. I want to get the best bang for my buck. So don't just put some headphones and wrap them up in the plastic. Put them in a nice little case like this. Perfect for your gym bag. And of course, your micro USB charging cable. Now the reason I said leave all this stuff just like this, if you plan on upgrading your phone, in a couple of months when the new phones come out, maybe even next year. Leave everything just like this and save this. So now when you put the phone on Craigslist, you can put it as almost new. And y'all know everybody on Craigslist is a little bit less than honest. You can say, look, I just bought the phone. I only used it for a couple of months. Or maybe I didn't use it that much at all. Especially if you rock cases. Maybe I didn't use it that much at all. List the phone as mint condition, almost brand new. And now you could get back some of your $1,000 that you bought for this. You might be able to sell it for $650. As opposed to if everything is all beat down and run through, the person, they're going to lowball you. All right, so that's what I do. So that's why I leave this just like this. Now for the phone itself. Now this is the gold version. Let's power this on real quick. Initial impressions though, fresh out of the box. Let me peel that stick off so I can get the full effect. Fresh out of the box, I'm loving this. All right. Now, if you know anything about me and my videos, you know the S6 Edge and the Note Edge are pretty much two of my favorite phones. Pretty much. Let me just clean the back of this off. I want y'all to get the full effect of the gold. All right. A little plastic on here.
Continue holding the screen with 2 fingers until you...
Shout out to Samsung trolling me real quick. Let me just turn this volume down. Okay, let me clean the back of this off for y'all real quick so y'all can get a full effect. Gold. All right, now this is not that LG kind of gold. This is more like a darker gold, but it looks beautiful. It almost looks silver. It almost looks silverish. Beautiful looking phone. Like I was saying, the S6 Edge is pretty much one of my favorite phones. Okay, might be my favorite phone. Who knows? You got your nice edges on this. Now, what's the difference between this and the S6 Edge? Just the size. Other than that, same exact phone. You do have a few more features that I'll get into when we do the real review, but I'm pretty sure with a little update, you'll have those same features on your S6 Edge. Let's see. Here's your power button on one side. On the bottom, you got your micro USB charging port. Here's your speakers. Here's your 3.5mm headphone jack and your mic. Here's your 16 megapixel camera, optical image stabilization. Oh, and your flash. On the top, you got nothing. Here's where you're gonna put your SIM at if you need that. Volume up and down on the other side, and that's pretty much it. Now, just like the last couple of Samsung phones that came out, no removable battery, no micro SD card expansion. It is what it is. All right, and also no IR blaster. So y'all know when I do the real review, I always start off with everything that I don't like about the phone first. So there you go. That's 3 things I automatically don't like. Now, they're not deal breakers for me, obviously, but there's something to consider when you're getting ready to buy your new phone. If you was one of those cats that love trolling people with your IR blaster, that's something that you're going to be losing on this. All right, if you walk around with 3 or 4 spare batteries, you're going to be losing that on this also. Now, this does have fast charge and wireless charge. So there's ways to get around that. I'll show you a bunch of other products I just got in the mail. There's a lot of new ways to get around that. But if you just like to swap out batteries on the fly, you can't do that no more. And also, if you like my man Hollywood, if y'all watch the stream and you walk around with a wallet with 5 micro SD cards in it, you can't just pop them in and out just like that. Now, they do make these little micro SD card readers that you could just plug right into the bottom of your phone, but you just spent $1,000 on a phone, and if that's something that you really into, you shouldn't have to spend more. All right, now, me personally, I don't do that, so that ain't really a big deal for me, but it could be for you. Could be for you. All right, so that's pretty much it. Now, what I will do, I'll do a condensed version of the size of the size. I got this little piece of, I had to, hold on a second, y'all. My OCD was kicking in heavy. I had a little piece on the back of the phone. Look how beautiful that is, though. This is almost a mirror. Let me see if this is pretty much almost like a mirror. This is a beautiful phone. Now I activated the Chinese language. We have to get out of that in a minute. Beautiful looking phone, though. All right, probably the best. Now let me do a quick size comparison. If you got a Galaxy Note 5, pretty much the same size. Now, I'm not going to do the full size comparison. If you want to see how it looks against all of the other heavy hitter phones out right now, just watch my Galaxy Note 5 unboxing video. But I will pull out my S6 Edge just to show you the size difference between the S6 Edge. All right, so if you got an S6 Edge and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I need to run an upgrade, here's the size difference. Okay, it's a little bit shorter. Now, if you watch my S6 Edge real review, this phone is a straight up beast. All right, my S6 Edge is a straight up beast, but one of my main gripes about it is just too small. So now we got that problem solved right here with the S6 Edge Plus. I'm gonna officially have to retire my S6 Edge because now no need to walk around with both of these. This is the heavy hitter right now. All right, so this is the big boy on deck. That's pretty much it. Now what I will do is I'm going to use both of these phones because I'm going to do the real review in about a week from now. I'm going to use both of these phones. Y'all know I walk around with 5 Sprint lines on. All right, so I'm going to use these two. I got to keep my Note Edge. Matter of fact, let me pull out my Note Edge real quick just so y'all can see. If you got a Note Edge and you're thinking about upgrading, same size. All right, so you're not taking a loss if you upgrade. Only thing is, you see my Edge just activated. Nothing beats the Note Edge as far as edge functionality. Y'all heard me say it before, the Note Edge is the supreme edge, but the S6 Edge Plus and the S6 Edge, they're decent, you know, as far as edge functionality. Yeah, you get a little swipe action, but not too crazy. All right, if you want real edge functionality, then you got to get the Note Edge. Simple as that. But what I will do is I'll leave these two. These will both be on. I'll use them as my main heavy hitters. I got to keep my Note Edge on. I got to keep my Nexus 6 on. And I don't know. I don't know. I got room for one more. Maybe LG G4. I don't know. We'll see. But the point is, I'm going to use both of these as my main heavy hitter phones. And y'all know, and look, let me just address this real quick. A lot of people say I'm a Samsung fanboy because you see I do rock the Samsung watch as my favorite. I do always give a lot of nice reviews and praises to Samsung products. It's because usually they deliver. Now, I haven't always done that. If you go back in some of my past videos, remember my Samsung Galaxy Tab fail. Remember the Samsung Nexus, that was kind of a fail. Like, Samsung has had fails in the past, but you're only as good as your last product. And their last product's basically been pretty good. Now the Note 4, once they dropped the lollipop on the Note 4, you know, it went downhill. All right, the Note 4 went downhill. Lollipop on the Note Edge, it made the Note Edge actually better. But for some reason, I don't know what happened, you know, in all of the tech mumbo jumbo, I don't know what happened. But for some reason, and y'all could disagree with me or agree with me in the comments, but for some reason, when you put lollipop on your Galaxy Note 4, it went downhill. It went downhill so far to the point that I had to bump it out of my rotation. I haven't used my Galaxy Note 4 in months. It's been completely out of my rotation ever since the lollipop update hit. That was the end of it. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not a Samsung fanboy, but I'm honest. So I'm going to use these phones. I'm going to come back in a week. I'm going to give y'all my honest, real review. And when I say real, I don't mean that somebody else's is fake, because I get that all the time too. Why do you call it real review? I only call it real review because I'm a real customer. All right? I'm a real consumer. I spent real money out of my real pocket on these phones. So I got no reason to play games with y'all or give y'all no false information or be biased. All right, I don't want to walk around with the second best phone. I want to have the best phone in my pocket, the top of the line, the top of the food chain. And when I do the real reviews on these, I'm going to let you know, out of all of these phones that I got, which one is the top dog. Simple as that. All right, so no bias. Shout out to Samsung Knights. Don't delete me out of the group, but I'm gonna have to be honest. All right, y'all deserve honesty. So I'm gonna give y'all my honest, real opinion. Give me about a week. Now, if there's anything that y'all want me to test specifically, y'all already know I'm going to test the camera. I'm going to test the battery. I'm going to try to make it lag. That's one thing I do when I get phones. I try to make it lag. I could easily close out apps after I use them, but you shouldn't have to, especially phones like a Nexus 6. I never go and close out apps. And let me see. I can show you right now, just in case if y'all think I'm exaggerating. Let me grab my Nexus 6. Let's hit the multi-windows. All right, well, this one just powered on not too long ago. But I never close out windows. All right, now I know you should close them out if you want to get the optimal performance, but you shouldn't have to with quad-core processors, all these gigs of RAM, all of this, high-tech mumbo-jumbo. You shouldn't have to do that. So when I test these phones, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to close out every app right after I use it, and we want to see if the phone still runs smooth. Now, Samsung did delete a lot of options. Okay, they took away a lot of little TouchWiz features, which actually helped the S6 and the S6 Edge run a lot smoother. These have been with the S6 Edge and the S6, this has been the smoothest version of TouchWiz to date. Now, if y'all watch any of my other Samsung reviews, and that's why I say y'all can't call me a fanboy, because I always tell y'all the truth that these Samsung phones do be lagging. They do lag occasionally. Even with my S6 and my S6 Edge, you will get an occasional hiccup, but nothing nowhere near as bad as with the S5 or with the S4, your Note 3, even your Note 4 after lollipop. No lag like that at all with the latest versions of TouchWiz. So we're going to put these newest versions of TouchWiz to the test, the maximum test. I'm going to have 20 apps open at once. I'm going to use the battery for the whole day until it completely drowns. And then I'm going to put it on a fast charge and see how fast it takes to charge up. Then I'm going to put it on wireless charger and see how fast it takes to charge. And that's just off the top of my head. If y'all can think of anything else that y'all want me to test specifically, leave it in the comments. Y'all know I read every comment, and I will address that when I do the real review. Okay, so that's about it. Shout out to everybody that rock with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the Amazon Warrior on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. And of course, shout out to the Scissor Squad. Shout out to the Donut Boys. Team Savage in the building. I see y'all. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss. I'm out. Deuces. Oh yeah, before I go, I gotta show y'all one more time. If you don't rock cases on your phone and you like to have the phone, butt naked, raw dog, nude, whatever you want to call it, if you don't use cases, this is going to be the phone that you want. Okay, the build on this phone is incredible. This is my new favorite built phone. Okay, I don't even have to wait a week to tell y'all. I can tell you right now that, yeah, this is my new favorite built phone. This might be my new favorite phone. We'll see in a week though. Alright, it's your boy Floss. I'm out.